Hello everyone, this is Jose Martinez and we are back in a new episode of Universo Expositor. This time we're gonna speak with Nicolo Constanzo. He's director for the Italian Fair Service and they do international trade shows in other countries, meaning they bring delegations from Italy to other countries. So we will learn a little bit about this, how to bring in other countries to our shows, and also he's going to speak about his new role as representative of IFEMA, the venue in Spain, in Madrid, as his new, representative in Italy. So stay with us. It's good to have you back, and this is Universo Expositor. Welcome.
Bienvenidos. Esto es Universo Expositor, un podcast dedicado a la producción, diseño y realización de eventos corporativos y sociales para que te vuelvas un super crack de los eventos. Ya comienza Universo Expositor con José Martínez.
Hello everyone, welcome to Universo Expositor, and this time we're going to be very international. We are now talking to Nicolo Constanzo, who is from the Italian Fair Service, and he's located in Milan, Italy. So welcome. How are you, Nicolo?
Hello, Jose. Thank you so much for your invitation. I'm fine. And what about you?
I'm very well. I'm happy to be here in Mexico City and to learn so many things about what you're doing as an Italian Fair Service. And, this episode, we're going to talk about international delegations. If there is an international company, a very, professional company that does this very well, is the Italian Fair Service.
Thank you so much to you, Jose. And you are right. What you are saying, we know a lot of time for Mexico. And I'm happy to be here to talk with you.
Okay, perfect. So first we're going to start with what is the Italian Fair Service, and then we're going to talk about other things that you're doing now, like a show, and then now you're representative of a very important international venue in Madrid, Spain. So we're going to talk about that, but for now we would like to talk about your company. What does it do?
Yes, our company, Italian Fair Service, was founded by my father in 2000. So he started to represent a fashion show in China, in Shanghai, the first group of Italian fashion brand to China in 2000. And then when I joined the company in 2007, we started to work also for other sectors, especially in the beauty industry, which nowadays we are the most important agency office for international exhibitions in the sector, in the cosmetic sector. And also more sector like food and beverage, for example, health, medical, auto parts, and so on, a lot of sector. And our job is mainly to to make marketing activities for the international exhibitions that are looking for Italian exhibitors or visitors. This is our main job. Sometimes we organize like Italian pavilion, so with great image that can show the design of the Italian made in Italy, which is one of the best quality products in the world. And that's all.
So basically what you do is you find exhibitors from Italy that want to export to other countries, and you help them be part of these exhibitions.
Yes, because sometimes, most of the times, the exhibitions abroad, maybe they don't know the Italian market. They don't even have staff that can talk Italian language. This might be also a problem because Italian people sometimes don't speak very good English even. So we are here, we are in Italy, we know the market, we know the people, the culture. So we are here to help the international exhibition to have Italian exhibitors. And also we are helping the Italian companies that would like to participate in exhibition abroad to facilitate their job to participate in the exhibition. So we follow their participation in 360 degrees. So, for example, if they need a special design of the goods, if they need additional equipments or shipment of the goods, one hostess, interpreter for the staff in the booths. We are here to give all these services to help the Italian exhibitors to participate abroad.
So basically it's to make their life easy. But also, if I'm an Italian and I want to visit a show in Moscow, you also help me, right?
Yeah, mainly, yes, we follow the Italian exhibitors. I mean, visitor side is not that complicated. If you want to visit one show abroad, you take a flight, an hotel, you just enter. So it's not like a big job. But we help also the exhibition organizer to attract visitors from Italy. How, for example, making like a barter deal with the professional media or with the association of each industry or other professional partner that can help to have more visibility for the exhibition in Italy.
Right. So let's review these two parts because they are very important. So number one, when you're talking about exhibitors, what do you think is the best or what is the key to success to bring a company from Italy to go to other parts of the world? Is it the show itself? Because maybe you have high expectations for a show, I don't know, in Moscow or in Japan, but it wasn't the right fit. So you do like a previous, investigation on those shows and then you bring the Italians, or how does it work? What do you think is the key to success?
It's a good question what you are asking because, not each company is the same as another one. Each company has some critical points. So thanks to our expertise in the market, in the industry, and in the exhibition sector, we are here nowadays to help the Italian company to suggest the right exhibition for them. For example, in the Beauty Istanbul, we represent more than 15 exhibitions worldwide. So if a company from Italy comes to me and say, Nicolo, I want to participate in one exhibition because I want to export my product. I say, okay, I make some questions. For example, what do you produce? Okay, I produce skincare products. We are a small company. First of all, I suggest to participate maybe in European Union countries, because Europe, to sell from Italy to Germany to France is like to sell from Milan to Rome. Nowadays we have a community of with no custom duties, so it's very easy and very quick to find business partner and to start to work abroad. Maybe if a company is like more structured, so they have export manager, they have their own production and so on, maybe I suggest an exhibition for a region. For example, we have a very successful exhibition for the beauty industry in Istanbul called Beauty Istanbul, which cover not only Turkey but Middle East, Africa, Central Asia, East Europe, Balkan states. So maybe I suggest go there because we will find a lot of buyers from different countries. And so this is what we can do nowadays because we have a long time experience, not only in the exhibition industry, but also in the beauty industry. So it's like we are doing a good job because the people then come back to us in the future because they recognize our professionalism.
Okay, so you're like a consultant. Like if I have a product, I can go with you and you will let me know which are the best exhibitions to go to so that I will be successful as an Italian selling abroad. So now tell me, how do you choose the shows? Like for instance, if some Mexican organizers wanted you to bring people from Italy to the shows, to our shows in Mexico or in Latin America, because this episode will also be aired in Latin America. So what we have to do as organizers, for instance, right now I'm working for FESPA, the specialty printing show. So if I want to bring Italian companies, what should I be doing?
Yeah. No, for sure. Potentially we are open to work with anybody, with everybody. So, but of course we must be. We like to be very honest. I mean, if your show, any show, has a potential. Okay, we say, wow, it's very nice. The potential of the industry in your market and so on. We are sure we can do a good job. If, for example, you organize, one show that in Italy it's not really strong, this industry, we say, okay, very honestly, we don't know the result. We work always strong as we do for everybody, but we don't know. We are honest, we don't know the result. We cannot guarantee you if there will be a great result. What we guarantee is our strong job, our experience, our network of people, our strongest promotion, because we visit all the competitor show in the industry we represent. If you organize the printing show in Mexico, we are sure we will visit all the competitor show in Italy, in Europe, in Germany, anywhere where there are a lot of Italian companies. Because where there are Italian companies, we also prepare. Because we would like to promote our show in that. Because nowadays what we are feeling that to send an email, it's not enough as in the past maybe. The face-to-face meetings, the relation that can create visiting a show is there is no way to have anymore. So we are very investing our time, our money to promote traveling to the competitor show in a certain industry that we are working.
So what I understand is that it's very, very important that we know which are our competitor, shows, so that we are in a sector and you make sure that you visit all of the other ones just to, make sure that you're advising the best one to your clients, which is really, the point of being part of a delegation. And how easy it is in the day-to-day to build a pavilion. Because if you send one or two companies, I think it's what you do and have been doing for a long time. But when you do a pavilion, are there any difficulties we need to look into to make it very successful?
Yeah. To have an Italian pavilion is always nice for an exhibition, for an organizer, because it can increase the image of the exhibition. Because where there is Italian pavilion, you are sure there are qualitative companies, qualitative products, and also other exhibitors from different countries. When they see there is Italian pavilion, there are Italian companies, I'm going as well, because if I'm nearby them, also I'm a good company, let's say. So of course, for an exhibition, it's very nice and very important to create an Italian pavilion. For sure, we must understand, the organizer must understand the difficulties for the Italian company maybe to go abroad. The characteristic of most of the Italian company is that they are medium small enterprises. So most of the time family company, the owner is the father, like us, or the son, and then maybe they have just less than 10 employees. So it's not easy for a company maybe to invest in a big booths, in traveling a lot and so on. So maybe to create an Italian pavilion with also small size of the booths, like 6 square meter, 9 square meter, not large booth, can help the Italian companies to participate. And also very important is for us, that is our job also, is looking for some financial support in Italy from the Italian government first. We have the Italian trade agency each that can support the Italian companies. Now, since 2 years, the Italian government give a lot of money to each because of COVID situation. They would like to increase the export of Italian companies. So all exhibitions that each support, the first booths, so the first 9 square meter, usually 12 square meter, are totally free of charge, 100% free of charge for the Italian exhibitor. So this is very nice, very important. And also, there are also like other public entity in Italy that can support with money the Italian company. So to find some financial support is always good for create an Italian pavilion.
Wow, that's amazing. I mean, being able to have the support of your government to go abroad and show your products is amazing. So I think I congratulate your government for doing that. And tell me then, what are the markets that Italy is looking for right now? Is Asia growing? Is Europe growing? Is the United States? Is Latin America? How do you see? Because in particular, I want to mention that you are you're very acquainted with the cosmetic industry. So, what are the countries? What are the areas that are growing for the Italian companies?
In general, for the Italian companies, there are like markets that are like historical, established, and growing every year. For example, Germany for us is a point of reference for all Europe. So the Italian government is helping, because also Germany in terms of exhibition, you know very well, is one of the most important countries, exhibition organizer as well, venues. So for sure, Germany, Spain, France, which are nearby us, not complicated as I told before for the custom and so on. So these are for sure the first targets. The growing countries like Asia, as you said, for sure, China first of all. But the problem of China, since there is COVID, is that it's totally closed. Nobody can enter. It's very complicated to enter. There is a long process and very expensive, because you must do the quarantine, the hotel, guest house at your expenses and so on. So, but even the exhibition industry is going very well in China, because all the exhibitions are happening. Also in the beauty industry, we have one exhibition in May in Shanghai. We have an Italian pavilion, but only for companies that they have a local staff or local distributor that can attend for the Italian people, because nobody will go there. So the Italian government also is supporting the exhibition in China, but only in this sense, so with local people. Other countries, for us also, Middle East is always interesting. Dubai is the hub, so a lot of exhibition and very important are there. America, the USA is also a historical partner of Italy, so also there the Italian government is supporting some exhibition. So this is more or less the country. In the beauty industry, yes, Middle East is historical because they have a lot of money, because it's a rich market and they can buy expensive products. Asia, Southeast Asia, for example, we have one exhibition in Singapore, which is the hub of Southeast. It is very growing and very large. Only Indonesia, they have around 200 million of people, so it's a huge market only Indonesia, for example. So yeah, this is, I think, the most important now.
Wow, that's very, very interesting. And now I learned that now you are representative of IFEMA, which is the venue, the Madrid venue in Spain. So tell us about that. What is now your role as, as a representative in Italy for this important venue?
Yeah. Yes, you are right. Since October 2021, we become the official delegation in Italy of IFEMA Madrid, which, as you said, is the largest organizer and venue. They are owner of a venue, very, very modern, very huge in Madrid. It's most important in Spain and Portugal, and one of the most recognized in Europe. So we are very proud and very happy of this new partnership we received. To be honest, we already worked with them since 2017, something like that, for just the beauty and the fashion exhibition. Probably we did a good job, so they also appoint us as all the exhibition. It's not like we don't like to be like to name as agent. We are like partners. So now with IFEMA, we are looking for sure the exhibitor side, but also the visitor side, also the strategies for the increasing of the business in Italy in all the the sector and all which IFEMA, they have a leading show in the world. Like for example, Fitur is the most important travel exhibition in the world, and it's in IFEMA in January. I was there. It's magnific exhibition. So yeah, we are very happy to do this partnership, and we are sure we can do a great job for Italy to bring a lot of people to IFEMA Madrid.
Yeah, absolutely. The venue is spectacular, is huge. And the people that is in IFEMA, I send them a hello from here. They are great, a great team. So I think that's very lucky for them to be working with you together. That's amazing. And also, Nicolo, I would like you to share with us your new venture now, which is this new show. What is Go International?
Yes, thank you so much for your question. It's, as you said, very new project that we are very glad to work. In fact, this year will be the second edition. The first one was in 2019, and it was organized by the association. The AICE is the private association of Italian companies that want to export abroad. And they appoint us as their organizer for this show that will be in October in Milano, the 4th and the 5th October this year, in an historical building called Palazzo delle Stelline. Is in the center, in downtown Milano. And there will be exhibitors, which will be the service companies for Italian companies to export abroad. So all the companies that help Italian companies to export abroad. For example, last time there was for example, the ICE, the Italian Trade Agency. There was, for example, the Chamber of Commerce, the Custom Office, and so on. So all these services agencies. And the visitors who are potentially all the Italian companies that as a product, as something to sell abroad. So potentially all the Italian companies, because everybody can be interested to export, because nowadays only with the Italian market, I think nobody can survive. If with the crisis due to the COVID, a lot of companies, thanks to the export, they have survived till now. So the exhibition will be in October, and we are their organizer. And it's a new project for us, but I think we can grow very fast in the future and become even bigger. And so I also welcome you to come to visit in October if possible.
Absolutely. So it is an in-person event. It's not hybrid. It's not digital. It's in person. Like you have booths, you have stands, and people go and talk to each other.
Yeah, it's a physical show only. So in Milano, in this venue, is a historical palace, and it's 2 days exhibition, and not only booths, but for example, we have 5-6 conference room. So every day, every hour, there will be a different conference, different workshop. For example, we are organizing one for China, one for Spain, for example, Latin America, which will be the speaker that are expertise in this market. And it will be very interesting because, for example, if you have a company that want to export to Spain, you come there and you can get a lot of information on the market and the difficulties, the strengths, and so on. So it's very important to create, to generate more activities during these 2 days of show.
And now that we are, going to in-person events, I'm very sure it's going to be very successful. So, Nicolo, thank you so much. And now, just to wrapping up this episode, I would like to know 3 things that you would advise anyone who is working in the event industry. We have come now from a very hard time with the COVID, and now it seems like we're opening finally again. So what in your career, and your company has been for more than 20 years helping people go to trade shows. So in your career, what are the 3 things that you would advise somebody who is, you know, an event organizer or a trade show organizer or a delegations responsible for a country like you? So what are those 3 things that you would advise?
The first point is, of course, international. I mean, each organizer has to be very, very international. International means on the exhibitor side, on the visitor side for sure, because if I come, for example, to Mexico City, I would like to exhibit, I would like to meet also Central America buyers, USA, US, Latin America. So this is, I think, for example, Mexico City, because I think it's also an hub, is very convenient. So an exhibition must be very international. Second, I think the cooperation. So all the exhibition has to have a partner abroad. For example, if you organize one show in Mexico, like us, an agent in Italy, an agent in Spain, because to create a network of partners is the most important thing. They can help you with the first point, with the internationalization of your exhibition. And the third, but with a star, let's say, it's the digitalization, because nowadays we are going even more every day with the digital side. So also an exhibition organizer has to be prepared with the digital side. So for example, to make like an online portal that can help to exhibitors to, like for example, IFEMA is doing, they have a very nice portal which is Live Connect, that if you participate as exhibitor, you have also the access to this platform, and all the year you can meet potential clients on the platform. So not only the 3 days of exhibition, but also the other days in the platform. So I think these 3 are the most important: internationalization, cooperation, partnership with the agent and so on, and digitalization.
Oh, perfect. Very, very interesting. Well, Nicolo, grazie mille per il tuo tempo. È stato un piacere parlare con voi. So hopefully we can see you to bring some Italian companies to Mexico. We want to be internationals. We are, a growing market. So hopefully we'll have somebody coming from Italy to our country, or to Latin America also. So grazie mille, and ci vediamo.
And congratulations for your platform and your job you are doing there.
Grazie. Grazie a tutti. Thank you, everyone. Gracias a todos. And this was Universo Expositor. And now we're very international with Nicolo. So thank you very much, Italian First Service. Don't forget to look into their website. The website you will see it here. If you can tell us where they can reach you, Nicolo, and your phone number, or any other way they can be in touch with you.
Our website is very easy, www.italianfairservice.com, and there they will find all the contacts. We are very active also on the social network, and the most important, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. So if you would like to get information, news on the exhibition, I suggest everybody to visit our social also.
Perfect. So, there you are, the Italian First Service. You want some Italian companies coming to your show? Call Nicolo and he will be in touch with you very soon. So thank you again, everyone. And we'll see you very soon in another episode of Universo Expositor. Grazie.
Thank you.
Gracias, Nicolo. Muchas gracias por acompañarnos en un episodio más de Universo Expositor, y recuerda que si quieres conocer un poco más acerca de los eventos, ya está disponible mi libro Diseño de Eventos en Amazon. Así es que si tienes Amazon Unlimited, lo puedes leer sin costo alguno. Te invito a que lo conozcas tanto en las tiendas de Amazon México como de Amazon Estados Unidos, o si no, también tengo libros impresos que me puedes mandar un correo a jose.martinez.j@live.com y nos ponemos de acuerdo para que lo tengas en tus manos. Que tengas muy buena semana, te mando muchos saludos y manténganse con muchísima salud. Gracias a todos.